A guy called Bruce Tuckman put together a model of team development which outlined 4 stages that just about every team goes through. This is just a framework, just a model, but it helps us to get a handle on how a team is going to shift and change over time, and then the kind of actions and strategies that you can put in place to help a team get to that point of high performance. Now, there are 4 stages. The first one is forming. Forming is obviously where you get your team together. You're getting started on a new project. Then the next stage is all about storming. So this is where the team descends into a bit of conflict and potentially the performance starts to drop off a bit. Then we move into norming, the 3rd stage. So the team is starting to feel a bit of team strength. And then we move into the last stage, which is all about performing. Now, the performance of a team is going to change through these 4 stages. The important thing to understand with these 4 stages is that you need to be intentional about how you're moving from one stage to the next. If you just let things happen naturally, it's pretty easy to get stuck in that storming stage. You get stuck in conflict, and that's obviously going to be no good for the outcomes that you're trying to achieve with your team. Now, if you check out the notes that go along with this lecture, there's a bit more detail around those stages, but what we're going to do in the next few lectures is break it down and look at each of these stages individually, describe what's going on, the kind of behaviours for you to look out for as a leader of a team, and then we're going to talk about particular strategies. So what can you do really specifically to help your team go through that stage well and move on to the next stage, and ultimately the end game is to try and get to that high performing team stage.